We are hurtling towards hell right now. We are in the fast track to hell. And no, I don't mean spiritual hell. I mean the hell that exists on earth. The only real hell that can exist is the hell that we create on earth. Unemployment is the elephant in the room in Canada, especially Ontario. Tons and tons and tons of people are jobless right now. This never used to be the case. Pre-COVID, there was ample jobs. There was at least way more jobs than there is today. With every passing day, there are less and less jobs. Ever since COVID, we have been in the lost years. These lost years could go on indefinitely, for a decade, for even a century. What is so dystopian as well is a 2025 report from the federal government's internal think tank called Policy Horizons Canada, which has warned that Canada is on a trajectory towards a dystopian future by the year 2040. We're already there, but it's going to be much worse, is what they're saying. It will be a Canada. If you think it's already bad now, it will be much worse. It will be a Canada characterized by extreme inequality, a broken social mobility, and a vastly diminished quality of life for everyone, for me and you, except for the very small amount of very rich people. The report paints a scenario where the Canadian dream is replaced by a neo-feudalist system where wealth and property ownership are determined by intergenerational inheritance rather than by merit. The death of social mobility. The report predicts that by 2040, moving up social classes will be almost impossible, with people fearing a slide down the social order. Housing crisis. Ownership will be out of reach for many, resulting in a society divided between a small group of property owners and a renting class, with families forced into intergenerational, multi-generational living. Devalued education. Post-secondary education will no longer guarantee a middle-class life, as costs will exclude many while degrees become less meaningful. Neo-hunter-gatherer economy. In a decline of trust in formal institutions, the report suggests people turn to barter and even hunt fish to forage in cities in order to survive. Driving factors, extreme wealth concentration. Property and wealth are increasingly concentrated, making inheritance the only way to build capital. So most people are out of luck. AI and labor. Artificial intelligence is expected to devalue human labor, amplifying wealth disparity between those who own the technology and those replaced by it. Political disillusionment. A 2024 Ipsos poll showed 7 out of 10 Canadians feel that Canada is broken, with very high rates of distrust in government. Scapegoating and polarization. The report warns that as economic misery increases, social tension will rise, leading to potential conflict and scapegoating of immigrants or older generations. The 2026 World Happiness Report placed Canada 25th out of 147, its lowest ever ranking, down from 6th 10 years prior. Young Canadians under 25 are now the most unhappy cohort, ranking 71st globally. This is supposed to be our future, the young people, and instead, the young people are being destroyed by unemployment, by Doug Ford's latest policy where he scrapped scholarships and now forcing students to pay out of pocket, making the system totally unsustainable. His minister is lying and saying he's making it sustainable. That's actually not true at all. And that's doublespeak, because he is ruining Ontario, and Canada is being destroyed as well. In 2026, Canada is on watch for a recession with significant job losses noted in early 2026. The only way to avoid even worse and to correct the disaster we're already in is to vote for socialist policies. Vote for socialism. This is the only way that we can avoid this truly hellish future. It's truly hellish, and every single person has to actually vote. Every single person has to actually vote for a truly socialist model. Because you will not get the answers from the broken system. It's just going to perpetuate, and it's going to actually get worse. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying, is it's getting worse. It's getting much, much worse. And the current system wants us to be super selfish, super hateful to each other, super hyper individualistic, as my friend said. And that just makes us antagonistic, hostile to each other. We should be forming solidarity. We should be understanding what's happening, and we should be forming a socialist network, because that is the only way. This is really dire. And as a historian, I'm deadly serious when I say things are going to get way worse. Things are already looking horrible with the unemployment crisis for Canadians, especially young Canadians. We should be focusing on the youth, and instead, the youth are being trampled on. And this is our broken system. And just look at what's happened to Canada. It's not the Canada that I was born into. It's a very, very pale shadow. It's a dystopian Canada, becoming more dystopian by the day. And pretty soon, no one will be able to hide from this reality. It will find everyone, and it will sneak up on you, one by one by one. But the only way to avoid that is to rally with other people and to choose a better system. For those who don't know just how bad things can get, I urge you to look at World War II. The worst time to ever be alive as a human being was about 80 years ago. And things can get that bad again. Things are getting so bad right now. Ever since COVID, we've been in an unemployment crisis across the nation, and jobs are being axed by the day, huge amounts of jobs. And Canada as a whole is not rallying together. We are not organizing, and instead we are just falling victim. We're playing victim when we should be rallying. We should be solidifying as one, rallying together with each other, with our neighbors, with our coworkers, with each other for a better system. Because that's the only way forward. There is no other way forward. You can't just hide from this reality. It will nip you in the butt. It will, if it hasn't already. And everyone needs to do their part. There is no other way forward. This is absolutely dire. It's so dire for our youth. For anyone 35 and under, it's dire. Anyone 40 and under, it's unbelievably bad. And all the people, everyone, even if you're privileged, you need to understand that we're all in this together, and you need to start having some compassion for others. We all need to start working towards the same common goal of betterment for everybody. Because the people governing things right now do not have your best interests at heart. That I can tell you. Not Mark Carney, not Doug Ford. They do not have your best interests at heart. I can promise you that. Their policies have degraded Canada so badly. And it will only get worse. That's what this report from, ironically, the Canadian government has reported on how they're preparing to destroy the country even more. And they're even telling you about it, which is kind of creepy when you think about it. And kind of creepier that so few people care about it or know about it. The whole thing is just creepy and dystopian. But there is a way out. And again, you actually need to start caring. You need to stop with the distractions, stop with the escapism, stop with the denial. And you need to rally together with each other by solidarity, voting for socialism. It's not just you in this world. We're all in this together. And we need to look towards socialism, okay? That is the only solution that we have at hand. That is the only solution that we have at hand. We all need to play our part in doing this. We need to get over our own politics. We need to get over our own whatever, our own ego, so that we can actually come together to prevent a very, very sad, bleak, depressing, horrifying future where everyone will be homeless, where everyone will be destitute, where everyone will be miserable, where everyone will be hungry. You cannot want that for yourself. Even if you don't even have anybody that you like in this world, you surely must not want that even for your own self. And I hope you have loved ones and you wouldn't want this for them either. And that's my message.